So enjoyed the line of programs that we've had for you on this forever. Like my friend would always say, forever is enjoying me on this drive from 4 to 8 p.m. every month. Accountability within the public and even the private space. Pleasure to have you join us. Wow. From now till we get done with it, provide the very best of every single detail. Talk about ADC within, and I said, listen, the Northern Chairman for about 1 hour yesterday, and then we looked at the insecurity very clear on some of the things that they expect major responsibility of and expectations don't the Benue community, where 11 people I was able to link up with them, and he made it very clear that listen, choose this. And then when they came, some of these guys this criminal, he said that their seller will leave your cassava. And it doesn't make Kaduna today, it could be Plateau tomorrow. Just when we were talking about 233, even the chief of staff, the victim do the burial, they don't release the innocent picked up, and then the people in the community said, listen, it is people that we know their houses about the and then so when you look at that context, always that way, a lot of people felt like, oh, and then before you could say Jack Robinson, man needs to sit down, and if there's anything left, he's saying investors should not be invited into hospitals. What is the essence of it that you're providing for them? That is why coincidence. It wasn't something that happened by mistake. They did offer them quality leadership. The Constitution may declare that the primary responsibility are from that is disturbing. That is, we're making a quick stop to Kashia in southern Kaduna. Released a statement that the head of the national is going to be joining me on the show today, and those people, and then the leaders of the community are saying in conversation, and I feel it's best that you've got to stay with us on the show today. I'll be speaking with Dr. Kashia in southern Kaduna, and he's also you're live from Milan 98.3 FM, and this.
What leadership? I have shown leadership. I have shown you cannot do this.
Citizens, onlookers, or bastions of accountability, the questions, ask the crucial questions and stick it in, because the Tᴏɪᴜnᴜ in the Situation Room, Mondays to Thursdays from 4 to 5:30 p.m.
Strategy. You want to rubbish one of the governors? He does not believe that he must lose.
Issues, personalities, and perspectives. We are all.
Thank you very much and welcome back. The chairman of N said to visit one of the communities against what the Nigerian police said. So Rico in Kashia local government was credited to the national president. I've read several interviews that saying that they rescued the 31 up into the conversation. Dr. Joseph Ariko, good to have you join. Wow, can you hear me well? I'm feeling good now.
And as you can hear from my voice, live interview on your station, and we just not honestly speaking. So because we are still in the forest, we contact the Facebook that
why I reached out to you, because the community on Sunday, the Easter Sunday, also that because I've read quite a lot of interviews.
I don't know
to hear you. I'm really struggling to hear. Hello, from one of the meetings in the village. So, national president of Kutumi Unity Development, one victims they were abducted on eyes that the abductors have contacted them in the community. Can you hear me now, Dr. Joseph? A bit difficult, but we'll try. I mean, what have they not? I think it's very, very clear now. I saw that you're getting everywhere. The main things right now.
I think the talk is was I've confessed ahead as a country. We should stop. I am sure the confidence we have with Nadim is led by someone. I am a group.
Well, it's a disturbing, that right to religious. This is obviously not the first time that Kaduna at the moment, the government under the state of things in Kaduna at the moment.
It's a relative term. Obviously, in the past 2 years, we have suffered a lot over 2 years, lost over 150.
We disconnected.
Said we, and the neighboring side told you that virtually all the school are joining now, because if you just
responsibility of every government, and I'm so glad you're within the academy. People have been lost in the last 2 years, even moved from one village to the other, a lot of first place.
Adequate security so that our people can resume. Over 99% and agrarian economy people even dying because of hunger and place. They are not in their homes, completely displaced.
Spotlights. I'm looking at the numbers that closed down. Over 70 communities have been want to join issues with the governor, but that ministry used to be under the last administration. I mean, what are the things that you've put in place, especially to protect your people?
People don't report exactly what the next couple of minutes. My attention will be people are afraid of bringing out anyway.
I think that maybe he's in, I will try again, and then I'm happy that we're able to link up with him.
Very poor. So I think my initial victim, the insecurity. We know that highly.
You've done a lot in terms of reaching, a military checkpoint mounted in the counters. What exactly are you putting together?
Some vigilantes from the community that is spokesperson of the government. I wouldn't want to say anything. This that came out regarding to the return of.
Okay, and victims would be reunited development association, and I know a lot of people are looking. Hello.
If the government wants to bring them back, it's not a hidden place. I am supposed to. I came up attest for them. At least they are their duty. If they want to, they got from their duty.
Now, it's a bit difficult, but we'll have to maybe have.
It is my pleasure,
and I'm hoping that they talk with you.
I don't say the next time you will continue.
To establish proper contact with Dr. Joseph as the community in service, and that's a fact. Maybe a bit. It takes a lot of ease. Where are they? Of course, is a senior lecturer at the Department of Environment. People are so. What exactly he gave today, and I'm wondering, with over 500 million paid as ransom in the community are closed, hospitals are closed, and it's obvious that my guest was just being careful. He just said that it is issue so that the government would be held to account. Listen, you came in to campaign and I know how to do it, and we know where the bandits are that have been killed in 2020, Kebbi State or Katsina State. Who would the president preside over if the city? Gone are the days when you can confidently travel from go to the farm in southern Kaduna. Is almost like a lot of questions need to be asked. And the gains that we have, or we change the things that we're not thinking. We could have a lengthy conversation with the guest. Be surprised if the next time I'll call him analyzed or whatever it is, and the people would have to come at numbers of casualties in the name of. Good evening. Okay, we got to a big Wednesday. We've been focused on issues here at the start of the year, all through from now. You're welcome.
See, to each and every part of this northern state, if somebody or a kid.
It's a struggle. Try and call back if you can. 091.
By bringing the truth, let me hold him. Tinubu said that he's going to talk in Abada. Okay, if you did that, says, are you going to put cameras? Where are they? Where are the other airlines? Are they banned? They are not handed over. Paid on 80 million. I love to people that they need to kind of use the name of 2021.
Mon Comrade Koboko 0913600. We're using kinetic and non-kinetics are not giving us the desired result. People are still getting on daily basis, to the point that it seems Nigerians continue to lose hope. Hello, good evening.
This is Hello? How many are we? What's happened?
Almost 20 years now, so maybe we're over 200.
Policemen killed, citizens, urbans, emirs, pastors are a sacred thing in this. I really bless you and I bless God. We have counselors by these same people, or maybe at the other week you call their church name. These people know what they are doing.
Network today. Hello, good evening. Your name and where you calling from?
What I want to ask is that to the people of Mr. President, killing that have been working on daily basis can be answered, because you people, all these people to radio stations, if they cannot come, no problem, because by the time the masses, it will be very dangerous, because it's people that went out of hand. Let the president question and tell the nation, because we don't know who did that to. All the people in the north have been pushing into order. The killing is getting out of
that would conquer them, that hold them to their commitment. You want to all important at this point that would hold them to. You ask yourself again that for me to vote for you and I did in return that. Let's see if you are lucky on WhatsApp. Hello, good evening. Can you hear me?
Good afternoon. Can you hear me now?
Yes, very clearly.
Ask if this government, are they aware that are supposed to protect us? Terrorists are prodigal sons. Before you can forgive any form of remorse, and you say we want
a lot of things don't make sense. The fact just randomly go into a community where people are just the fact that people can go to their farms and over 152 people have been killed in a single day does not make sense.
How are you doing?
Well, I'm good.
What is the value play Nigerian life matter or mean any one clear week if that assumption or came out to challenge or debunk it? The life of Nigeria preventing nobody's that means answered it, because why will it and the life of people are going down drain and I'm still sitting tight? It means I have no coming up. We know how to handle it, but yes, someone is Nigeria for you. Thank you.
Someone expect journalists to come together and get a copy of all the leading newspaper and in good day that are reporting the advice as he has media aids. Do we need the president to do a single day? He knows that.
Good evening.
Can you hear me?
I'm hearing you, but I contributed to Rolu killers. Why can't the government stop the use of Okada, find solution to the less one? That is my point.
In the northwest and the northeast, Agawa and Yobe state, also they can monitor how people are buying. In fact, on war. Hello, good evening. Okay, your name and where are you calling from?
My name is. I appreciate all your talk, and they have died because of Lagbaja is the last one. They have families on. I said in town for some time. You say I was there from people down. No, to these bandits. They have their agent. They look at their charge. What happened? Barry was there. You know, if a family staff has died, and this is a family.
Can I ask you a question? Going to do what in what capacity in the government and the governed, but it goes down. Churches are getting bombed.
I'm not saying in totality we shouldn't blame the government like that. Look, one thing, nothing more what these people have prayed for more than 30 minutes now. They were prayed for 13 minutes, 1 hour.
Thank you very much. I've again that we reached out to the security agency, said it live on the show that the killing that happened in Kwara State, it happened from dusk till dawn. It even happened in 20 minutes. It happened from dusk, have been compromised within the system. We need to do a lot of soul searching with them in their communities. A lot of people openly to negotiate peace deals and members, because anyone that takes up arms again to come around and sit down and ask us chaos. Are there shadow perpetrator? A friend of mine used to work with an NGO in one of the northwestern states. They list a proper. A lot of questions need to be asked, and we need to handle. Are there things that are beyond the controls need to be asked? Hello, good evening.
Of next for now is that the government's entire sensibility of a particular region, because they know they have the option. You state it. I don't know.
Where do you want them to graze? Where do you want them to feed their crops?
When they want to talk, and then I keep saying this thing, but they don't have their major homes here. They all have to take it abroad. At the end of the day, the money can kill it. And then kidnapping local government. They don't have the push.
That is the politicization of
and go to Europe and leave us to our fate.
Would have, if not that there was lockdown. Thank you very much, Mr. Gift. A lot of questions. We can't go all out on them. They are our brother. Single life should matter. Whether it really matter. Because we don't have a Yoruba you or not. Once we're done with politics, you would focus on that. The politicized. If I say they should speak against me, and I'm wondering on who's leading.
Good evening.
You're welcome.
You see, my brother, I don't know what to say. Look at this guy, they break the whiskey, they break the wheel, and just go like that. Before you know, they're able to capture it and force right.
And I have my thoughts. There are a lot of.
Hello, good evening, Okpe.
Welcome.
Now, some of these ask the authorities, do they have the statistics of the areas that, because they have failed to sit down, map out a kind of what? And not. What they are is how they can perpetuate them places. Train them, fund them, and don't have people that can just think and sit down and think properly. So that now they
it's even difficult to trust the local.
They will profile them in this modern day technology. There are people who want to come and attack you. There's no some all this like there should be to map out statistics. You have people doing that. We don't have them. It got to a level that we have to be calling the governors that, or we have town meetings. We need to modify your background.
I tell you to get your police clearance.
Authorities. So these are just the simple things that we're on our own. May God help us. Thank you for this.
It looks like everyone are now serving as their own to fix drainage. You contribute money to government. It looks like there's an absolute disconnect. The commissioning project, and then towards 2027 in the place of governance, everybody is talking action. Every appointment, every move, every die, they continue to suffer. They continue to live fair. I don't think so. I don't think it's good.
The line.
You're welcome.
Yeah, simply because to do it because they want votes. The president promised the restructuring, made it kind of slavery. Whereas now to give us a new control, but they put it at three. What is worrying us? So come back to the like what are we doing with our needed for the state capital. If we go to New York, go to all the apart from police headquarters. The so big barracks there is about it take you like 5 hours. Kayama is the boundary between Benin Republic. Take them to Isaki, from Badagry to the Metas. It was the bush that time. But that means that it's all these rural parts. They are boundary between any state capital for both states. But like you have community upon the Madam Kaduna, that's my country. Where the passport they don't want. They want to be the state capital. But they send them there. The problem will be solved. We need like 200 barracks in the rural.
The need for us to have like it or not. Things would have to.
Good evening.
You're welcome.
What we need to do to ourselves in this country is security happening in this country. Majority of this question with big question mark. Time that this issue of insecurity always goes and state policing. And then in this country today, anywhere in the world, why bringing people from Kaduna? It's unfair. They are not sincere to us. They are not ready in this country. Oh, look at them, they are playing their role. But some of the big questions to answer, they are not ready.
Mr. Hello. Oh, I was that, and I'm trying to understand what to protect me in return for my vote. Even if I didn't say that we shouldn't blame the president or blame from. People are getting killed. So who should we backing? And you're allowing people that are not within. That is why there's increase. Oh wow! I hope we can do as much as we can on the show before we see these killings as an agenda. All these killings, a lot of innocent blood are killed for the sake of politics, tribalism, nepotism. I thank you very much. We should read along the lines. We don't have leaders. Things would change. They are planning to understand how or why somebody. Okay. Okoye has had his scoop, and that is Per James. Okay, thank you very much. This is a lengthy one about yesterday's conversation out. I wish one said it. Yes, you could disagree with people's opinion because they shared opinions that is not the false information needs to be disciplined. If the government of such information that last time people were kidnapped in the church in one of the state police. So what are we talking about, Mr. Okwem? That's Benjamin from Shugmile. Well, at the conversation this week address that you are bringing, may God protect your station. And okay, more messages coming. President, I hope will be wise one day. One day, please, Olamilekan Aremu Balogun.
I agree to.
You want that's the former, right?
Yes,
don't ban me, please.
Professor Yᴏᴜᴜᴜ from the east, from the follow, not go beyond his portfolio. The acting president, the day the Almighty by themselves, they will pass their law.
Have been knocked out of the Champions League now. Of course, I would have a very interesting conversation by seeing our two former champions, Real Madrid against our Sporting. All of that will be up on the menu to be fine, and I'm sure you're good.
The truth of the matter, every politician in Nigeria, you can spend it as you like. No matter way. You just look at 10 minutes. Whereas those kind of statement, Tinubu, we should blame the governor. I will resign. Why are they checking the goalposts now?
The calls are still pouring in from Sokoto to Gombe. This station will give you every to whatever issues that we are facing tomorrow. I have to drive that conversation. But next, I'll break down and analyze every single. Is going to be Sporting our club and Sporting by Arsenal at the start of this season. So it's Arico. The senior lecturer in the Department of Environment, the Kutumi Unity Development Association, all the abductees. But my guest today said custody. Well, we keep them.